He was an innocent child, with limitless possibilities ahead of him. However, this boy would grow up to be a brutal killer. Could his brain have provided a roadmap for the illness that would consume him? Tommy Lynn Sells was once a little boy growing up in St. Louis, but around the age of 14 he says he became addicted to killing.
How many people have you killed?
Lord, I don't know. I don't know.
10?
Yeah,
20?
probably.
30?
It's up there.
50?
But see, I'm not Billy the Kid making notches on my holster, so I know it's been a lot.
Tommy Lynn Sells is on death row for one murder, but has been linked to at least 17 others. The drifter's vagrant lifestyle allowed him to evade police for nearly 15 years, as victims turned up from coast to coast.
I am hatred. When you look at me, you look at hate.
His methods of killing were as random as the people he targeted. He raped many before severing their throats, beating them, stabbing them, and strangling others.
I don't have no feelings no more. No emotion, no.
Tommy Lynn Sells confessed to a sadistic crime that demonstrates his callous, unemotional disregard for human life, which is typical of psychopaths. A 30-year-old mother, 7.5 months pregnant at home, and her 3-year-old son were both beaten to death. During the beating, Eileen Dardine went into spontaneous labor and gave birth to a daughter, whom investigators believed to be alive at the time. The new baby was also beaten to death, and the body of Eileen Dardine's husband was discovered a day later, shot 3 times in the head.
I wonder if you could just tell me what happened as you were killing her. Did she give birth to a baby?
You know, you're pushing your luck.
I'm sorry.
Let's not get into blood and guts, because that's what you're trying to get into.
Tommy Lynn Sells blames much of his murderous rage on sexual abuse he claims he experienced as a child.
You also killed children.
Some got killed, yes.
Now, why would that happen?
I didn't want them to live through the pain I lived through.
Tommy Lynn Sells takes police on a tour of the crime scene 2 days after his last murder.
And I opened the window all the way up, well, about like this, and I climbed in.
Crystal Sorrells, who was 10 years old at the time, was sleeping over with her friend Katy Harris. A decade later, that night is still vivid in her mind.
I woke up startled a little bit and out of nowhere, and I was kind of confused to a loud noise.
Her friend Katy was sleeping on the bottom bunk.
I woke this girl up.
I kind of just like leaned my head up a little bit, and I could see that there was this scary older man that I'd never seen before.
Katy Harris, 13 years old, lay dying on the floor.
I stabbed her here, and then she like jumped back, and then I cut her like this right here.
Tommy Lynn Sells cut Crystal's neck, severing her windpipe and grazing her carotid artery.
He started walking towards me.
Did you say anything to him?
Yes.
What did you tell him?
I told him I'd be quiet. I promise I won't say nothing. I'm not making the noises. It's Katy.
Crystal Sorrells identified Tommy Lynn Sells as her assailant and her friend's murderer, bringing an end to his homicidal spree.
He said, "Move your hands."
And why did you say move your hands? Will you show us how you had your hands?
I had him up like this.
Can you tell us why you had your hands up close to your neck?
Because I saw what he did to Katy and I was scared he was going to do it to me. He reached over the ledge and took my throat. I just laid there and pretended I was dead.
Tell us why you did that.
Because if he knew I was alive, he would have came back and killed me for sure.
Well, Crystal, you can stand down then, and this completes your examination. Thank you, and you are excused.